Seriously? Why? Who would want a glove? Don't even tell me the cat can equip a glove.
Oh, my word.
If I had known that it was for the cat, I don't know if I would have bought it. I might have tried the laser gun. Yeah, you're going down, copter. Oh, that was garbage. Oh, such garbage. Just totally took me out. Alright. Looks like there's guys behind us. Oh my goodness. You turn slow. Beat. Can I blow my way out of here? Yes and no. I was hoping I could blow the back out so I could just go out that way. I blew my way out. I just blew myself up too. I love that clip. Oh my gosh. I don't even have the audio on and I just see myself. I just blew myself up. How's it going, in Television Gamer? Saying, Drake, you working on that the video for the Mister? And this just happened right now, because yesterday Xbox put up their Black Friday digital sales up, and I thought it'd be cool to do a video looking specifically at 360 titles, mostly under $5. There's one game that I want to talk about that's not $5, but that's because I've been playing it a ton lately. But just a way to do like an overview, like, look, you can still collect and get some great games that aren't super expensive. The only problem is I have, several of them, and when you have the game, you can't see what the sale price is. So I'm going to be looking at well, you can see I own A Kingdom for Kelflings and A World of Kelflings. So I'm going to have to also look at the website so I can be like, okay, this is what this game is actually running at. Yeah. Hope everyone is having a good day. Had a good Friday. I was looking forward to this weekend. We just got a little bit of rain. So we will be, I don't know, trying to figure out what we're doing tomorrow. But definitely, as always, trying to straighten stuff up and figure out what to do with some of this stuff. So much stuff. Yep, Sane's going to Collectathon in Connecticut. Is that right, Sane? Look, my beard's so long it doesn't even fit on the screen. I gotta move it back some. New Jersey, the dump. I don't know about that, but we'll let you run with that. But all right, let's go ahead and jump into our searchathon on the 360, not storefront. Looking through the Xbox One and Series games, but thankfully, hold on. All right, so let's take a look at what they've got for the 360. That's for less than $5 on their Black Friday sale on the Xbox Series stuff. Thankfully, they have a filter, so unfortunately, there isn't one to say, hey, I want to know what was playable on the 360. The closest you can get to that is, play with the Xbox One, sort it by price, so it's $5 or less, and then I've got it sorted from A to Z. But unfortunately, as you can see, like, I own these two. It doesn't tell you what the prices are, so I'm looking at the website, and what did I just... The heck? I don't think I just got the game, but sorry about that. If I was to buy anything, unless I own it physically, yes, it would count towards my 12 buying game limit. What's going on, Brigand? How you been, dude? It's been a spell. But, you know, the first two that we're going to look at are actually right there. It's the first two. A Kingdom for Kelflings and A World of Kelflings. Both of these are under $5. Now, this is the shop available on or through the Xbox One and the Xbox Series consoles. Unfortunately, again, it says you own this. Yay! But I believe a Kingdom for Kelflings is $2 and A World of Kelflings is $2.50, or they're both $2.50. I forget. They didn't pull up right on the website. But these are pretty neat little games. But one of the big selling points was, you know, instead of these big characters, when you played on the 360, you could design your amiibo, and you were playing with that character as you were going around the world. And it's a little city builder. And what you do is you'd take the villagers, you grab them, and if you want them to harvest wood, you take them over to the wood and you put them next to the wood and they'd harvest it. If you wanted to have them stop harvesting, you'd grab them, smack their hat off, and then go move them to wherever you wanted them to. If you wanted to harvest crystals or the sheep or stone, if you wanted them to make items, like so making bricks or lumber, you'd put them in those buildings once you had the material to actually build them. Pretty neat little game. The entire family enjoyed playing this one. Prin and the Munchkin both played it. So they had a lot of fun. Fun enough that, you know, as you can see, we bought both of them. I believe we all three played through them. Sadly, a lot of the DLC does not seem to be on sale for these games. But A World of Kelflings is pretty much the same, and just more of it. But they added more materials, and still both solid games. So for two solid games, $5. I mean, really tough to beat that in this day and age, because the prices of some of these games are ridiculous, totally and completely ridiculous. All right. So you got Alan Wake's American Nightmare, $3. Ashura's Wrath is also $3. Unfortunately, let's see, lots of DLC. See, not on sale. I mean, this stuff. Oh, screenshots. So, this is a cinematic from a boss fight. This is getting towards a boss fight. That's a cinematic. So this is actual gameplay. And this is from a boss fight as well. Probably in between some QTEs, because there's several of those as you are playing the game. You get hit with these. But Ashura's Wrath, it's a fun game. You have to build up the rage meter, and you know, you pop out your extra arms on occasion when you get mad enough, or when the boss fight calls for it. Story's interesting. The graphics. Okay, that's the last picture, but it has a little bit of a rough texture to the characters and stuff, and so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I'd say that's worth it, especially for $3. I actually own this one physically as well, and I've played through it, and I'm contemplating, because I've got it digitally, do I really want it to own it physically? So I might sell the physical version. Bionic Commando, they made a second one out of the Rearm series. So if you like the Bionic Commando games, I just haven't really ever gotten down the mechanic. The straight 360 version that they made and released on the 360 and the PS3, I actually played through that, beat it, and enjoyed it, which I think a lot of people did not. So Blue Dragon, $5. Bound by Flame, $1. Let's look at Bound by Flame. I'm not really sure about this one, but it's a buck. And look, it's got screenshots. So this like a looks like it's an action RPG. Would you buy that for $1? Let's see. Hmm. So they just call it role playing, but maybe action. I don't know. But again, just a buck. Blue Dragon's $5. So there you got 2 RPGs for $6. Brutal Legend, $3. Contra, just a remake of the original game, $2.50. Don't know that one, but Costume Quest. Costume Quest is a fun one. That's another one that the family enjoyed. And to pick it up for I don't have that. Let me see if this will work. Costume Quest. Costume Quest is $3. Costume Quest. It's not a long game. Not a lot. Not a lot to really go into it. It's pretty linear, but it's kind of neat because you can collect different costumes, and the different costumes affect how you attack and defend in the battles. The battles are all turn-based, and kind of like Super Mario RPG. You have certain buttons you can hit that'll either help you defend or attack. So, now let's look at some of the. So there's a battle scene right there. So you can see the different costumes. You got a knight in the Statue of Liberty. You tell on the right there's a couple of grubbins. This is a mini game. I forget what you do with it, but you don't want to get the apple that's on the, like towards the right hand side of the screen that has the worm in it. Those are bad. That's a bad apple. If you were unfamiliar with how to tell what is a bad apple and what isn't. But there you go. There's the process of getting the pattern for a costume. And there's one you got a lightsaber that's not a lightsaber, but it helps you see in dark areas. And that when you're running around the mall, that's in the neighborhood, you're trying to collect your candy. But you can go around, you can hit various objects and pick up extra candy as well. Different stickers, which I forget what those were for. There's the knight. There's the knight and a grubbin. You can see the mech on the far left side. There's a good picture of the mech. Has a nice, some nice attacks with missiles shooting out of it. It actually has a good bit of screenshots. So 500 experience and more candy, because it's all about the candy. Because this is probably one of the better Halloween games, and quite possibly the best like family friendly kid games for Halloween. And it's fun to play. So just on the 360 titles, you could pick up a good chunk of games. So you got Dark Void. Think The Rocketeer. But you get to play mostly with the jetpack on. Some areas you're on foot. But it's a solid game. Lots of fun. Third-person shooter. Right there, you're trying to shoot down that ship that's just to the right of that column. So here's one of the on foot sections, because you can't do everything in the air, right? Has anyone played any of these? Funny how all these screenshots. Okay, there you go. There's one that he's not on foot. You're floating around, probably trying to take out that turret on the left. And I already showed a picture of that guy. There you go, flying around. You also get a little. That jetpack also has a super burn feature. This one is $3. If you haven't played it before, I think it's well worth picking up. Actually, I think I picked it up on a sale last year, even though I'd played through it and own it physically. But I wanted to. it's just convenient to have it digitally because if I want to play it, I can just, okay, let's install it and boom, run with it and go. All right. Oh, look, no more 360 no. Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. I mean, that just seeing those $3.50 for both of those games, that's just seems crazy with how highly acclaimed they were. I haven't played either one, but you know, when they were the latest and greatest thing, they were very highly thought of. A lot going for it for an RPG. Not so family friendly, but just amazing to see these go for so little. That's what's, I mean, that's the really the high point with this digital stuff is that unless it's Nintendo, but just when the stuff goes on sale, you can get it for crazy prices. Apparently they didn't want to put too many screenshots in that one, but you know, 4 stars. Again, $3.50 for both of those. It just seems crazy. But Dragon Age Origins, I couldn't get a grasp of the combat, so I put it down. Someday I'll give it another shot. Yeah, I got some digital copies of them, and I gave them away. Look, you got DuckTales Remastered. I think the physical copies of those go kind for. I think the physical copies of this go for kind of ridiculous prices, but they're $3, and then Chronicles of Mystaria. I have it on PC, but a couple of really solid beat 'em ups. I mean, whatever filter they've got on, I'm not sure I'm a fan of at the moment because it looks a little too smooth. But yeah, fun D&D themed fighting games, or sorry, I should say brawler or beat 'em up. And again, $3. At $3, I'm tempted to pick it up even though I've got it on the PC. Now, this one, and one of the few games, might be the only game we talk about that's more than $5, is EDF 2025, which is 10, but 2017 is $3. This one sadly does not have online play. It's all solo or couch co-op. But I'll tell you, I had a ton of fun with this one when my wife and I would have another couple over. She and her friend could go off someplace and talk and do whatever, and the guys and I would just sit down and go through different rounds of just running through and shooting stuff. So you shoot, you know, giant ships. Hopefully they show, like, there's a Godzilla type monster that you fight in at least one level. I don't remember if it's in more than one. This one you see on the right hand side. This is a 2-player split screen. On the right hand side, you're shooting. You're fighting giant ants, and these are just the black ants that shoot mist at you. There's also red ants that will try to bite you and just shake you all over the place. Sadly, that's the last screen. But on the left hand side, you can see part of a ship that's a drop ship. The bottom of it opens up, and the only time it's vulnerable is when it's open and you have to shoot out the middle. Otherwise, it just keeps, you know, drop a bunch of critters, close, and then move on, and then drop some more later. But you know, most of the buildings you can see, if you hit them with a rocket or some sort of an explosive, they get destroyed and they crumble and fall down and then despawn. But like, this series is just awesome. I'm playing through 2025 still, trying to beat all the levels with all 4 characters. on all 5 difficulties. On 2017, there's 5 difficulties and only 1 character, and you can only equip 2 weapons in 2017. But in 2025, there's 4 different characters, and they all get to carry 2 weapons, except for the Fencer, which can equip another 2 weapons, because they're basically like a walking tank, especially once you get their health built up. But on both those games, you've got to the items and stuff that are dropped by your enemies are, it's a weapon pod and it's just a random weapon, but the higher difficulties and higher levels drop better weapons. But then there's also health, a single health pack or a triple health pack, and then an armor pod, and that just adds some amount to your armor as you collect them. But both those games, 2017 and 2025, which is $10 and not on this under 5, but 2025 is so much fun. If you like B movies, it's like playing a B movie because you're shooting giant bugs, giant spiders or arachnids, robots, and giant alien ships. It's super just great. If you get 2025, let me know, because I'm still playing it. You can hop online still, even though it's an over 10-year-old game for 2020 EDF 2025, and play online. I was playing earlier tonight. It was great. Just great. One of my favorite 360 games. And not because of the looks, because it's okay. It looks nice, but it's not like pushing the Xbox graphics, because you get a lot of stuff on the screen at once. What's going on, D-Dubs? Yeah, I wanted to get something out for this, so I'm just running through it. Especially since I think the sale goes through December 3rd. So if someone has a 360 or an Xbox One or Series X, it could be of use, especially because these games are so cheap. This one's, what did I say, it's $250, and this one 2017 is $3, and 2025 is $10. But oh man, just they're both a lot of fun. 2017 is great if you want to do couch co-op, if you have 2 people. 2025, you can do co-op local with 2 people or online with 4. Just great. And 2 Arc Raiders, not sure it's worth me buying anything. It will just get added to the backlog. Yep. You liked Fear 1 and 2. The AI in the first one was impressive. Like Fear 2, right there, Project Origin. It's on sale for $5. You see, I don't have that, which I'm not familiar with it. Let's see. It's got almost 5 stars. So horror style game. And there's a mech. But see, I mean, the 360, PS3, that gen, it could still put out some nice graphics. It's not as smooth and shiny as, you know, the following generation or this current generation, excluding Nintendo. But yeah, and then you have, you know, Fallout 3. So if you're a fan of the Fallout games, $250, something great. New Vegas, $5. Fight Night, more power to you if you like that one, $2. Flock, which I probably only downloaded the demo for Flock, but you take your UFO and you're trying to herd the sheep down to the end goal. Oh, and not a 360 title, but Fusion Frenzy is a fun multiplayer party style game. $250. The heck is Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike, and the Quest? You know what? I'm kind of scared. I'm not sure. I want to look at that. Oh man, Grand Theft Auto 4. Your mileage may vary. I don't know. I haven't cared for any of the Grand Theft Auto games. I played some of the second one on the PS2 at a gaming party, and other than that, yeah. Now, if you're a fan of Halo, you can get ODST for $1.24, but you can't get Firefight, which stinks. That was great. And then Halo Reach, $2.50. So both of those are 360 games that are brought forward. Yep, Ikaruga, right there. I own it. I like it. I stink at it. I cannot make it very far in Ikaruga. And I need to see if I can find. It's a cool shooter. You switch between the, I guess it's the blue and the brown. And when you're shooting blue, you get killed by brown, but you can absorb the, you can absorb the blue shots. And when you're covering the brown, you can absorb the brown shots, but the blue shots will kill you. It is very difficult. And actually, these screenshots are rougher than the actual game. Like, they don't look as sharp as the actual game. But your blue shots do more damage to the brown enemies. And then when you're in the white or blue mode, and then when you switch to the brown mode, you do more damage to the white or blue. So you can switch back and forth, and if you time it right, you absorb the shots, and then the other one, otherwise you get killed. But you gotta be quick about it and do it just right. I've taken care of that boss, but I think I've made it through a little bit further. But it's a pretty cool game, and 2-player. I have not ever played it 2-player though, so that's could be something interesting to experience, possibly, maybe one of these days. And it's $5, so it's just at the cusp of that $5 or less. But a solid game if you like shooters, even if you're not very good at them like me. It's still fun. Injustice, that one I don't think I've played that more than a couple minutes, but I think that was a Games with Gold at one point, and like, okay. Same Twisted Shadow Planet, not really familiar with that one. Oblivion, not sure. Elder Scrolls 4, if anything really needs to be said about that. $2. Good sized RPG. Lara Croft. Is that the Temple? Oh, the other one is the Temple of Osiris. It's the Guardian of Light. This is a fun 2-player game. It's $2.25, $2.25. Oh, and all prices are in US dollars, so it may vary depending on your region and whether or not they may actually even be available. But why they've got the games but not the DLCs on sale, I do not understand. Yeah, it's a fun puzzle game. You can see this little shooting area, or this area where you need to shoot these crab monsters. But you definitely need to work together with someone to get through this, and even the Temple of Osiris, which is not 360, but I thought there was a version on the 360 though. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. But fun game. A buddy and I ran through this. It took us several play sessions. Again, game nights, the missus hanging out, and he and I just running through parts of it. So they're like right there, like each character has a different set of abilities, kind of like Lost Vikings, but there's only Laura and this other guy. But hook the rope so the guy can cross it. He does something then that makes some permanent solution, so Laura can walk over, or you unlock something on the one side and go back. But it's a fun game. Again, couch co-op. I don't think it had online play, but for $2.25, I think it's well worth picking up. So, lots of the Lego titles. Lego Batman. Let me see. If you haven't played any of the Lego games, then you're probably not going to be interested in any of these. But Lego Batman's $5. I think I owned that physically. I think I did everything I could in that one, and then got rid of it. Apparently, I owned all of these. Okay. Those must have been games with gold at some time because I played through Indiana Jones. I didn't play through Pirates of the Caribbean. Not sure I even realized I owned it. We'll take care of that. The original trilogy, Star Wars Episode 3, and then the complete saga. And most of those are $5, except for the original trilogy is $3.74, probably because they got the complete saga for $5. And then I don't own Lego Indiana Jones 2, but that's $5. So I mean, just on the 360 side, 5, 10, 15, 20, and actually I'm not sure why you'd pick up either one of those, and you could get the complete saga. 20, $25. You got 5 solid Lego games. And that would keep you busy for a long time. Holy cow. Indiana Pones. Yeah. Well, a lot of the Lego games, again, were free games with gold. Or they would go on sale for $5 or less. And like, oh, I'll get this game. I like this. Yes, I do. That's my kind of game right there. Yep. Well, they were. I haven't picked up any of the newer ones, but the early ones, I know on the original Lego Indiana Jones, like there was no split screen, so you had to keep each other on the screen, which was kind of annoying at times. What's going on, Fat Russ? How you doing tonight? He has all the Lego too, even the ones in the ocean. What? Is it down? Alright, so it's up on YouTube. I gotta go turn the fan on. It's getting warm in here. That is weird. I think that might have just been a Twitch problem. Oh my goodness. First day off, or starting the first day off of 7, so you're good. I can't find any fault in that, other than I don't get to do that. Yeah, a lot of the Lego games were really good. And even Lego Batman was a lot of fun. Played a lot of that co-op, but also a lot of it solo. But did everything I could in that one. That's one that I did everything and then got rid of the game. Same with Lego Indiana Jones. And I mean the physical versions. I don't think I ever... I know I did everything in Clone Wars. Which actually, if you're going to play any of the Star Wars games, I think I'd do the Clone Wars or Star Wars 3. Excuse me. Because it had a lot of the good features, a lot of the quality of life improvements. I'm not sure about Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not even sure I ever fired that up. You know what? Okay, I just installed that. I'm not really sure. No, I don't own that. I'm not gonna worry about that one. Did not play any of the Lego games. Well, you should. They can be fun, and again, they can be fun to especially play co-op. Of course, these are on separate lines, but the Lost Planet games. The funny thing is, like I think, like the original Lost Planet, and all of these are $3. So you get all three of the, you could get the trilogy for $10, less than $10. But Extreme Condition, it was a fun game, but like when I went back and finally played through all three of them, I did 3 and then 1 and then 2, or was it 3, 2, 1? It might have been 3, 2, 1. But playing this one last, like it felt a little bit slower because combat, if you got knocked down, he's like, I can't move. Help me. It's like, just, it really killed the pace of the action. So my favorite was actually Lost Planet 3, partly because in certain areas, well, let's see, you got to use a giant mech. See if we can find a screenshot of it. But yeah, the Lost Planet games are solid, and there's the mech. You can see him standing next to the little bitty itty guy. And this is when you're in the mech fighting the boss, and on foot fighting a similar boss, and back in the mech. Just like the other games, gotta stay warm. You gotta stay frosty. Yeah, for $9, I mean, I think it would be tough to beat getting those 3 games. But if you're gonna only get one, in my opinion, you get the third one. The second one, if you had a group of people that were gonna all be playing it together, because it is more of a squad-based game, I'd go that route. If you could only pick one and you had 3 other people that were gonna play it regularly and run through the game, that would be the one to do. Lost Planet, the first one, if you want something to do, it's out of the 3, it's the lowest, but also it's the first one, so that shouldn't be too surprising. It was the first one you got all the achievements on. Oh dear, that one was there. I had to look up a couple of the achievements because some of like you had to have, I forget how you did it. You had to turn the planet from being a separatist planet to a republic planet, and then you might have to turn it back depending on which way you were trying to go with it, because there was an achievement for having them all separatist, I think, and all republic. But I think you had to change some of them and then change them back. But after getting all the achievements on that one, you're like, I'm gonna get all the achievements for all of the Lego games. And you're like, oh man, this is crazy. Oh. All right. Mass Effect, $5. I mean, the original Mass Effect for $5. I have it physically. I've got the Platinum Edition that has all of the DLC with it. But the original Mass Effect, still, I think, my favorite out of the group. Do they show the same picture twice? Yes. Yes, they do. I'm hoping they're going to show the Mako. They showed another picture twice. Another one. Wait. What the heck? No, they didn't show the Mako, but I loved running around in the Mako and just blowing stuff up with the cannon. Trying to shoot guys way off in the distance. Always fun. Always fun. I need to go back and play through that sometime, but got so many other games to get to. Yeah, and I think the sales are going until December 3rd. So, I guess that would be till Cyber Monday. If you like the racing games, there's one. I don't know. Not 360, but there's a couple compilations. Namco Museum Volumes 1 and 2. They've got games on them, I'm sure. One Chanbara, Oni Kanbara. Oh, that one's $3. Rage, $4. I don't know much about either of those. Or Raw, Realms of Ancient War, role playing. I know something about Recore. Scream Ride. Is that another theme park sim? You make your roller coasters. Oh, throw the people out into the ether. We're like, you're gonna see if you can die. See if you can survive this coaster. Oh, so sad. They're no longer with us. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I thought we saw that already. Shred Nebula. And see, that's the correct price for when it's not on sale. $5. Some of these games, like I think anything on the 360 that's digital, I think it should be $5 regular price, and on sale, if it ever went on sale, then it's less than $5 and include all of the DLC with it. You're trying to make some money from games that are kind of old. Put them at a price that people would actually want to play. And for me, like $5 is a sweet spot with these older games. Space Invaders. Oh, I've got Game Pass Core or Standard now. So oh, and of course there's DLC. So maybe I should have looked at the pictures before grabbing it. And no, that does not count towards one of the games that I'm buying because I did not buy it. I'm not sure. Judging from just these 3 screenshots, I'm not sure I want to play the game. Stacking. I remember that being a weird looking game. It's $3. I think I downloaded the demo for it once and I was like, nope, not gonna spend my money on that. There you go, Street Fighter 4, $4. I mean, if you're a fan of the Street Fighter games, I played this one, I think a good bit with a friend. Again, visiting, or when we would go over and visit, or vice versa, he'd bring over the disc and we'd play this. And would also play verses with it, but then taking turns trying to go through the campaign, or I guess it should be story mode. I'm not sure if you'll see any kind of deals like that at a convention. But because it's day 2, maybe they'll be more willing to work on a deal, especially if it's toward the end of the day. Sir Lovelot. What kind of action adventure? This looks really familiar. Like I didn't play it, but it looks like something that I may have watched somebody stream, or it may just be the art style. What did you think of stacking, D-Dubs? Huh. Oh, here, well, we'll add that one to the wish list, and I'll come back and look at it some more later. Sadly, it doesn't look like they brought any videos over for any of the 360 stuff. You streamed? Did you stream stacking or Sir Lovelot? Years ago, but didn't get far. It's on my backlog to play again. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not sure how I never bought Battlefront 2. And the original Battlefront, I already went to Street Fighter 4. I'm kind of surprised that I own Super Meat Boy. I don't remember, because I think I own it on PC too. But there you go, Super Meat Boy. I'm trying to see. Unfortunately, you go to the website and you have to hit load when you want to look at more stuff. It doesn't just automatically load them in. Super Meat Boy is $4.50, regularly $15. Again, why is this stuff $15? It's past, way past its prime. Put it for $5. It should all be $5. And why is there another Elder Scroll Oblivion? Was it Elder Scroll 3? I thought they were, the previous one we saw was 4. Or maybe it was DLC. I don't know. I'm just here for the food. Yeah, I had some fun with Super Meat Boy, but eventually as it got to a point, I was like, yeah, I'm done. It is very hard, and after several hours of playing and making some progress and then getting stuck, it got to a point where I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. And I moved on to something else. Witcher 2, $3. See, these old games at prices like this, it's kind of like, how can you compete with that? Tomb Raider Underworld? Didn't even know I owned it. Let's hope it doesn't have tank controls. That's an octopus. I don't know. Is this one thought of as being any good? 4 stars out of 200 for 55 things, so that might be pretty good. And then you got Tomb Raider Anniversary. Is that just a rehash of? Oh, that's it. That is all. That's all she wrote. Oh, I do need to beat Cathedral. I might get there eventually. I'll have to go back and be like, okay, find a walkthrough or two, and like, all right, where am I supposed to go next? I've done this, 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 and this. Yeah, so I mean, looking at that, there's some Street Fighter 4 Ultra, $3. Or Ultra Street Fighter 4. They're both Street Fighter 4 and Ultra Street Fighter 4 are on there. I wish I could just filter it down to the 360 games. But, so, for the under $5, like Dark Void, Earth Defense Force 2017, the Kingdoms for Kelfling games, Costume Quest. What else? I think those would be some of the prime games to pick up, and they're all $5 or less. So you could get several, like your backlog. You could probably get enough to actually get you through the next year or close to it for all with games that are less than $5 a pop. And then throw in something like Street Fighter 4. I mean, you pick up the Dragon Age games, and that'll keep you busy for a bit. Whew. All right, so let's. So we've done everything less than $5. That's actually. So you can find anything above $5 on the 360 worth playing. Alan Wake. Heard good things about it, but I never spent much time with it. I know Earth Defense Force 2025. I'd say it's well worth the $10 if you've got the time to put on it so that you can get through to play the game. And even if you only played with one of the characters and play through the entire game on one of the difficulties, I think you'd have a good bit of time in it as well. Well worth $10. But see, not a lot of $5 plus Xbox 360 games, which is good to see. Sadly, there's 2025. The guy on the right is the Fencer. So you've got two of they call them Hector robots, which are much larger than you. The thing in the middle is a shield bearer, drops a shield around it, and none of your weapons can get through it. There's one of the spiders. Think about the web it shoots out. It's sticky, and so it'll do a little bit of puts a little bit of a dot on you, and you can get hit multiple times by it. That looks like the Ranger. That's the Wing Diver. She is very quick, but she has limited energy, and her weapons all use some of her energy, either to recharge or to shoot every time. There's a dragon. You fight dragons in the 2025. That is one of the mechs that the Air Raider can call down. Lots of fun with that. That's a Ranger who's about to die because that Hector's going to blast him. And that's one that's got a shield up. There's another mech that can be called by the Air Raider. That looks like one of the sniper guns for the Wing Diver. There you go. See, that's what I mean. This is the Fencer, and they're basically like a walking tank. You get the big old shield, and you can have another gun. But in addition to the shield, you can have like a giant hammer that has like tank tracks on it. So you charge it up and you throw it down, and it pulls you forward because as a walking tank, you're kind of slow. And then he has another set of weapons that he can switch to. So I like to do an explosive weapon on one shoulder or one arm, shield, or the hammer, or a melee weapon of some kind, because that allows you to do a dash, and then do something like what he's got in his right hand that shoots a lot, because that also allows you to jump up in the air. So you can jump up in the air, switch weapons, dash forward, switch weapons again, and then go back to the original weapon and start shooting. But the ones like that take a couple seconds for it to crank up. But you put on two of those, and you shoot one of them for a while, and then you spin up the other one, So one of them, well, one of them was reloading. You're still shooting with the other one, and even then you can still walk forward, but it's like really slow. There's a missile launcher, one of the helicopters that you can summon. There's an ant trying to ruin your day. There's some of the hornets. They will definitely ruin your day. They shoot out spikes. It really messes things up. And that's the last picture. Oh, yep, there you go. There's a little bike. Oh, and some of the vehicles, other people can get in to either pilot or shoot weapons from. Like there's very limited vehicles or mechs that the fencer can get in because he's kind of big, so he can't pilot anything. But the air raider and the ranger can pilot stuff, and I think the wing diver can only shoot weapons out of stuff. I don't think she can pilot anything either. It's interesting. What the? What the? So that's a big spider that shoots a. Oh, you can kind of see it's like a pinkish purplish web, but when it gets you, it starts pulling you in, and that whole time it's pulling you in, it's a damage over time. Unlike the tarantula-looking spiders, that their web eventually dissolves, that one does not until you kill the spider. Spoilers. That. So here's the air raider. He dropped a bunch of turrets, and the turrets auto aim and take care of stuff. They can be a lot of fun. It's a great way of having a defense as well, because he can carry 2 sets of them, so you can drop down one and let it shoot for a while, and then drop down another one and let it shoot, and then when one of them runs out, let the first one recharge, or you can put down all 6 of them at the same time. Or some of them let you carry 3, so if you have 2, you have 6, or there's a varying amount depending on what kind of turret it is. But all the weapons you have to find and unlock as you're playing the game. All right, is there any more that are just? And there's a little healing station. That was weird how. Like it didn't pull up. Oh, see that didn't pull up that video. Sorry, not that video. That picture. That's a giant tank with 1 cannon and 2 smaller cannons. But the tank itself is pretty good size. That's the Rotarius. That's the helicopter. Oh, see, and that is a huge walking fortress that drops Hectors and other ships and bugs and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Okay. Interesting how some of those didn't load. We'll scan through really quick. I think that's it. But yeah, 2025 is such a fun game. $10. I think if you're going to put time into it, or if you're going to get it, let me know. We'll play some. When the only thing that's unfortunate about 2025 is the single. If you play single player offline, the work you do on that does not carry over to online, which I went through and beat the game with the fencer, and I didn't know that. And so when I went to online, I had to go back through and do that again on normal difficulty is what I think I beat it on. Let's see. Oh, you got the Fable games. 650. We got the other ones. Probably we know it's between $5 and $10 for both of those that I've got. I haven't really even played either of those. One of those games that's really good that I should get to sometime. But oh well. Oh, there's Final Fantasy VII. I could, but that's not from the 360, so we're not talking about that. Let's see if we find the Gears games. Yeah, you see, I don't own any of them. So Gears Tactics, the Gears Triple Bundle. I'm not sure how they get $7.79, but 35% over whatever it is. I thought we saw Grand Theft Auto 4 on the $5 and less. Okay, so that's like DLC or expansions for it. Master Chief for $10. Master Chief Collection. Ready at the J's. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, Lost Odyssey. Again, something got with Game with Gold and just doop. Need to beat Cathedral 2. It's a fun game, but whew, it's tough. There's your Monster Hunter Saiyan. Reflex MX versus ATV. No idea about that. Ninja Gaiden 2, 4, 3. So is Ninja Gaiden... Oh, that's not a 360 game. Never mind. The other two are $15. Regularly $30. That just seems kind of crazy. Again, just because it's such an old game, or run sales on it more regularly or more often so that it's cheap. Cheap. There you go. Radiant Silvergun, $7.50. Another one if you like shooters and having your face shot in because you're not good at shooters but you like playing them. Yeah, it's available for Saturn, but I think that's a lot more affordable even when it's not on sale. Yeah, it's regularly $15 on sale for $7.50. I wish this was a little bit cheaper. I have it physically, but it'd be kind of nice to just be able to play it without having to get the disc out. Oh, you get both of Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order for $16. Regularly $80. Yeah, see, the deal ends in 12 days. The first time actually seeing that on this stuff that's on sale. But look, Streets of Rage 4, $8.74. Let's play anywhere. Huh. Sunset Overdrive. Well, it is good to see that the majority of the 360 games are not over $5 when they're on sale. Very few of them are. Oh, there you go. Tomb Raider Legend, $14. Yep, and that is it. So all the things that are... Actually, so we'll go through and just see. If there's anything good outside the 360. Did that show up when we were looking through earlier? Alien Hominid? One that should be on here that isn't is Castle Crashers. Yeah, Castle Crashers isn't on here, but probably because they made a Xbox One version. I don't think Darwinia was showed up on it either. See if there's anything else that pops up. Well, this one. Was that just the NES? Looks like NES crappy graphics. Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet wasn't on there either. Yeah, get rid of it. I don't think the Joust or Joyride Turbo was either. I mean, Joust is Joust. It's a fun enough game. Oh. I'm not sure I ever got really all that far in it because several games. The JoJo game? What JoJo game? Oh, JoJo Siwa? Never heard of it. No thanks. Is that a 360 title? No. Half paying attention, I didn't realize that when it popped up, I thought it was, it did the 360 look. There's other Lego games again. Apparently there were some 360 games that were not compatible with the Xbox One, which is interesting. Shred Nebula was there. Alright, that looks pretty much it. Oh, so did anyone look at the Xbox partner preview? So I watched some of them. We'll look at a couple of the trailers. Thanks for stopping in, DW. Have a good night, buddy. Get some rest. We'll catch up with you later. The James Bond game is $70. I have not seen anything that would make me want to pay $70 for that. But this Armistice looks kind of interesting. Let's look at the trailer. Sorry, look at the size for this device, about 340 megabytes. Is that just the trailer? Because I doubt that's the game. Looks like a decent enough action game, and it kind of reminded me of Darksiders. Nasty. Armistice. It looks kind of neat. 2026. I think it's, yeah, and it's exclusive for now. I guess that's kind of going to be a joke. Joke, not joke, going forward with Xbox, because, you know, what is actually going to remain exclusive to the console? Who knows? But again, yeah, it looks like a decent enough action game. Yeah, it reminded me of just Darksiders. Would love another Darksiders game. Oh, it's Play Anywhere, which I did see that everything they showed in that partner program was Play Anywhere. So you buy it on one, you can buy it or play it on PC and console. So Vampire Crawlers looks kind of interesting as well. Not exactly what I was expecting, but it's a card game. I think there could be some fun with it, just because Vampire Survivors was a lot of fun. Yay! As soon as they think it's ready. Traverse through, play a bunch of cards, and it looked like if you get them in order, like you can play a bunch of cards at once. But it looks interesting. Maybe it'll be free on mobile, like Vampire Survivors was. Kind of doubt it. But yeah, I thought that one looked neat. Zoopunk. Zoopunk really looked like it could be interesting. Oh. No. I do want to add that to the wish list and actually add those other two to my wish list. Alright, let's get that one. Did that one not try to... Why can't you play the trailer for that? That just seems really weird. Seems completely weird, so we're going to have to do something a little different. We'll just look it up online and watch it. It's a little bit longer than the other trailers that we watched, but... Do I have? When does which one come out? They're all coming out next year. They don't have any firm dates.
Thinking it's your job. Doing is mine.
Oh,
Yeah, bumps along, right? No, I got it.
oh,
1 for 5. It's worth a shot.
it's playing at 2-speed. There we go.
Wrong. Counting it.
Well, there goes that bike.
It's mine now.
Look at the wabbit. Wascally wabbit. Whoa. Hold on a second. I think we might need to up the quality. We'll go to 1080. Let it take a second and load that in. That wasn't, but the question is that? I think it might be. This no. But that fight, yeah.
Keep it back. Walk right in himself, huh? It's all yours now, boss. Good work. Now with this, even the Machine Legion doesn't stand a chance against me. What? Huh?
This is Zoo Punk. Look, it's a squirrel. So I think the question with this is it multiplayer or you can switch between the characters? Zoo Punk.
Gotta hand it to you this time, Ray.
If Tron hadn't planned ahead and sent us as backup, you'd be done for.
Mission done? Let me take a look. All accounted for. What's next?
They got the Infinity Stones.
It's time to save.
Or is it a prequel to Star Fox and that's Peppy? And you gotta find Fox McCloud's dad. Or is that him right there? I think that trailer might have had a little bit more footage than I'd seen before. Play Anywhere, which love the Play Anywhere stuff. Interesting that I wasn't able to get it on anywhere else. Kung Fu Panda without the panda. You're gonna Game Pass that. But are you paying for Ultimate Game Pass, or what, Premium Game Pass, or whatever they're calling the version that you get? Something about Tides of Annihilation. Okay, yeah, that has a trailer. Violence, blood, use of alcohol. Yeah, this one looks neat as well. His name was Tron. Yeah, this one looks like another interesting action game. Nothing too crazy. It does. The crazy thing is, the trailer that they showed on, and actually I'm going to play that next, is gameplay, and you're just like, holy cow. It's the Sword of Thrones instead of the Game of Thrones. It doesn't say when it's available. Alright, let's go into that. Open the window capture. This one, it's like, why, and I'm wondering, like, why did they show this trailer, not show this trailer on what they just did, and actually, following footage captured in game and does not represent the final quality. And that sounds crazy once you see it.
We thought all his knights were dead. Yet Lamorak sends one more.
Whoa, I don't know what language it's using.
I almost admire him.
Tyranno, but you're one of the White King's sorceresses. You destroyed the White Lands.
That destruction is in fact fiction.
You're insane.
You're a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. How dare you disparage Cocoa Puffs? Hold on. Oh, it did not keep the 1080p. Let's let that go for a second. Now, look at that. That's so pretty. Look at all that shiny. So this is gameplay. All right, this is something I hadn't noticed before, and the couple other times that I'd watched it. And of course, Micah Besa is in the way. That one, I unlock that one. So, down the lower left, this picture and the D-pad icon just showed up. I guess it's so you can summon the your enemy of your enemy. And you got your 3 life bar, energy bar, super bar, something in the top left corner. And as in the last 30 seconds or whatever, it was the blue bar was recharging. Don't know what the other stuff is, but actually now I'm wondering if it'll do something if she summons the other character, if he just comes out automatically. AK, you're going down. Rare. So now something else appears in that lower left corner. Other characters or something that you can summon. And this part is neat. It's like going between, both sides of the mirror. Oh, see. So the guy on the other side now is the other character, not the knight-looking character. Now it's the knight-looking character. Now it's the other guy. Now it's the other guy. So maybe it depends on which side of the mirror you're on, or they're on, or something. Kamehame ha! Ding! Probably a QTE or a QTE. Although, I was just saying LB and B. So maybe not QTE, or exactly QTE. Just some kind of special jump or something. I'll take that. Hiya! I broke your ball. Eclipse Games. Yeah, that one looks really good. Trying to go back. So, trying to see what might cause that blue bar to drop. Spada! Huzzah! Okay, so whatever she's doing right now, the blue bar is dropping. Some sort of special, and that just recharges over time. It looks great. It looks great. It looks cool. I mean, I don't know how all the details coming through, especially when it gets paused. Like, it looks rough being paused, but the detail on the claw, on that mask, it's just like, wow. What's going on, Linda? finished looking at the Xbox 360 sale games, and now looking at some of the stuff they showed on the partner program or partner preview that they did a couple days ago. But yeah, this looks so nice. Looks so cool. Looks like it'll be a solid action game. And then what's going on in this lower left-hand corner between these two characters, because where is it? Like over here. No. Over here it swaps back and forth. Where come on, start swapping. Jumping back and forth. There it is. Jumped over. Jumped back. Jumped back. So it doesn't have anything to do what side of the mirror thing they were on. But man, it looks nice. It looks cool. Wait a minute. Turn that one off. Okay. So I think we're gonna wish list that one. Good thing they're coming out next year, because then I'm not going to be stuck with the 12 game challenge. The James Bond game does not really interest me. It kind of looks like another Bond game. A little bit of the Indiana Jones game, just different setting because of the main characters. I mean, I think it'll look neat, but I just don't think it's something that I'll want to play. The Raji Caligula didn't have it. The trailer was just a cinematic, not enough to actually judge anything, and that was pretty much it. Although Dave the Diver looked kind of interesting as well, which it's available now. And they're making a second game or an expansion or DLC for Dave the Diver, The Jungle or something. So yeah, probably just an expansion of some kind. Dave the Diver, Godzilla, Gojira. But yeah, those were the highlight games from the partner preview. At least the ones that I thought that really stood out. Ones that I was interested in, is at least. Cool stuff though. Finally, some nice looking games for the current gen. I don't know if it had it, but on the actual video or stream that they put out, there's, I guess it's an expansion for Hitman World of Assassination of Eminem versus Slim Shady. It's like, okay, that looks interesting, kind of funny, but yeah, it's about time. Some nice looking games and nothing too crazy. There were some others on there too, but that aren't on here. Let me see. Total Chaos, which didn't really interest me. Reanimal, Echo Generation 2, Crowsworn. Oh, we'll throw this one up. Crowsworn looked kind of interesting. That gambling game looked, well, dumb. Pause that. Open that. Go back to the window capture. Get that running. It just looks like another cool Metroidvania. Like the art style looks nice. Nice and nice. Oh. It's about time. It looks nice. Nothing too crazy. But like don't think I'll be adding that to my wish list. I think I've had, I guess, my fill of Metroidvania style games, and I think I would rather just go back and play some Dead Cells. I think that's it. Yep, that's what I think. Yep. You still around, Linda? What are you playing? Streaming tomorrow morning. I think that's it. That's kind of seems to be about the extent of the games. Let's see. I'll see if I can jump in and play some Asura's Wrath. Have to remember how to play. Do not turn off your console. That is one thing that's nice, is the cloud storage, because now it's synced across. Well, it can sync across this Xbox, the Xbox I've got downstairs, even the 360 if I want it to. Wait a minute. Okay, I was about to say, I should be able to go through and just pick a level to play. Wait a minute. You must achieve an S rank in 5 or more episodes, or complete 50 or more episodes on any difficulty. Well, I've done at least 18. Actually, get to. It's kind of done in the anime style, that an episodic, and so you get credits and stuff at the beginning and end. Yasha gonna do about it? Roar. That's using your head. I think I may have missed it. Yep. Now go back to the running around. Ooh. Oh. Hello. Oh, I thought I was in the middle of a cinematic.
So we have a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I'm streaming.
No problem.
Have fun.
You too.
I think yours is more fun than mine.
It might be. How dare you? He's fallen and he can't get up. This was getting up there in price on the 360, but I don't know if it started dropping in price or where it's at. Yeah, it's 40 on the Xbox and 50 for complete unbox. And 50 for PS3. Why is find all the peeping toms at the hot spring? Oh, I forgot the different gauges you can equip. And that I don't understand why it's got an exclamation mark next to it. Hold on. That has an S rank. That has an S rank. So I've got 3 S ranks. Must achieve an S rank in 5 or more episodes or complete 50 or more episodes on any difficulty. I think I need to just practice some of those and get a couple more S ranks. Or should I do that one on easy? It's probably luck that I got it. Excuse me, that I got an S rank the first time. Holy cow, I didn't realize it was after midnight. Somebody's got to tell me these things. I think I can stop recording. The Mino monkey things. He is not a happy camper. Asura's Wrath. Oh, supposed to hit B. Dang it. Supposed to hit B. Oh. That's some sneezer. Oops, I broke it. Oh, come on. Not sure what I'm supposed to do after I. Bye bye, elephant. Elephantical. Thud. All right, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Have a good night. Get some rest. Drive safe tomorrow. Shame you can't be like skip all of the cinematics. There he goes again. You will try. That's the way to do it. But I think we're about to call it. Pretty sure I didn't get S rank on that either, because I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, I got it on synchronic rate. But might have to try that again, maybe tomorrow, some other time. See what I can do to get 2 more S ranks. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. Hope everyone has a good night. Everyone have a good night, good day, good afternoon, good morning. Have a happy weekend, good weekend. But everyone, take care, have fun, be kind of one another, stay safe, keep it retro or 360. God bless, and we will catch you all later.